Mods are back and it is time to party. Shorter day today, but we still got some goodies. In total, 9 mods released. All platforms got 3 new, and PC and Mac players got 9 new. Hey, if you like staying updated with all the latest mods in Farm Sim, make sure you subscribe. Let's check out today's mods. Starting off with new ones for all platforms, we have the Lindner Unitrac pack from Giant Software. As a matter of fact, all 3 of the new ones today for all platforms are Giant Software mods. This comes in a pack with 4 attachments, and you've got the vehicle itself. Now, this was originally released with the Alpine Farming DLC, also known as the Year 2 expansion with Farm Sim 19, and then brought in with some base game and mods in Farm Sim 22, and it's now back again. These are not from the Hay and Forage pack from FS22. That was a different one. Let's talk about it. Wheel options on here. We do have a standard set. You can also throw on twins if you like. We can throw on a front 3-point attachment that does have a PTO. And then main colors, we have all of them, even though base game colors are just going to be red and orange. But make sure you got that color mod installed. 122 horsepower. I'm about running out of breath here. CVT transmission, 100 liters of fuel, 31 miles an hour, weighs 0 tons, I guess. Let's talk about expansions. Expansions? Yes, they are expansions. On here, we have a 2,000 liter platform. You also have one of those with a 3-point on it. Then you have only the 3-point, which is just going to be a frame set up, and then back to the platform again. Color options to match, of course, as a bulk container, so you can put anything in there that you want. Then we have the slurry spreader. Slurry and digest data in here. You've got slurry plate, or you could do a drag hose set, which is very cool. Holds 3.2 thousand liters, 890 kilograms, 5 meter spread, or if you go with the spreading plates, a 10 meter spread. Also, it's an 8 meter if you go with the drag hose. So depending on which one of the 3 options you choose, good to go. And 9 miles an hour. Then we go for the manure spreader. Now, I've got a mod installed that allows me to spread lime as well. So I don't think that this does lime. It might, but I don't believe that it does. 3.4 thousand liter capacity, 12 meter spread at 9 miles per hour. And lastly, we got the loading wagon, the forage pickup, 12,000 liter capacity at 10 miles per hour. What you're going to do is you buy these and then simply just back under with this guy. Next up, we have the Rigitrac SKH 150. This was the large tractor that came with the Alpine Farming DLC in Farm Sim 19, again from Giant Software. This is an interesting one. I don't know if anyone else caught this, but Giants actually shared in here. They shared best wishes for the mod-up team 2 weeks ago that they were putting this on. So somebody accidentally put this in there instead of something else, because this was not released 2 weeks ago. That was released today. That's the tractor we're talking about. I saw that and I was like, all right, well, maybe they deleted it. Nope, it's still up. Somebody made a mistake. Nonetheless, let's talk about this. 150 horsepower variable transmission, 150 liters of fuel, and it goes 24 miles an hour. As far as wheel brands, we have Trelleborg Set, Michelin, Continental, Midas, BKT, Vedestein, Nokian, and back in. And yes, you can rock some big old twin wheels with this as well. Pretty sweet setup. Front loader attachment, you do have the quickie set or the Hauer, and then main color, of course, because we've got anything you can do, well, whatever you want. Lastly, we've got a windrow also from Giant Software. This is the K-Brand GA 15131. This windrow was base game in Farming Simulator 22, and it is now back as a mod in 25. That's usually what Giant Software does. Things that were not able to make it into the base game, they are released as mods throughout. So anytime you see a mod from Giants, it's probably a good chance that it was supposed to be base game, or they didn't have enough room, time, something like that. Regardless, it's here, and that's a big thumbs up from me. On here, 6.1 tons, 115 horsepower required, 14.7 meter working with 9 miles an hour. English words include wheel brands from Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Vedestein, and back end. You do have a standard set and a standard 2, which are just going to be different styles of wheels. Jumping over to new ones for PC and Mac players, we have the Redrock 24-foot bale trailer. This is from Fast Farming, and it weighs 3.3 tons. As far as your options, we have wheel brands from... God, I hate that this camera's circling the front of the thing. There we go. Let's back it up a little bit. Continental, Midas, Trelleborg, BKT, Vedestein, and back in again. Change up a few of them, but nothing too wild and crazy. Ooh, this is a rough look. We've also got a front rail, back rail, both of them or neither, and then chassis colors. You can choose whatever you want, but no rim colors. That's not the only Redrock trailer that we've got, because we also have the 20T trailer. This does have the camera circling the machine in the middle, which is good, and we've got a lot of options here. So we have 24,000 liter capacity. You can also do a 40,000 liter expansion at number 1, and we have number 2 as well. It's just going to add some grading there on the sides. You've also got a 36 if you wanted it, and back down to the 24. Now, if you go with the 36, you actually lose some customization, so we'll just leave it here. Wheel brands from Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Vertestein, and back down. You can do standards and wides on there. As far as our side markers, you've got yes and no. Rear decals, a standard and a red decal on the Redrock that looks great. New mud guards, you've got those if you want them, although I'm not quite sure where that's putting her. Front mud guards. There you go. Hose holder galvanized. You can do that around towards the front or painted if you would like. Front ladder. We have a ladder itself. You've also got the catwalk and the ladder. Cover, yes and no. That's what you're going to lose whenever you go with any of the expansions. And then you've got color options for the trailer. Now, we do get a base game gray. However, I'd like that red. There's also a secondary color on here too. However, that's probably going to be for your extension. Now, if we click on that, yes. And then, lastly, tija belt colors. Let's see. Let's change that to pink and see if there's anything that we could see that changes. Not really. So, I guess whenever you've got your tension belts active, that's what color they'll be. The next new one for PC and Mac players is the Holaras MES 400 and Saphir. So, on here, you've got your Holaras and you've got your Saphir. So it goes back and forth between both of those. Designs, you've got without grid or with grid, and attachment type. You've got 3-point attachment. You also have wheel loader. So whichever one you need, you're good to go there. I am a big fan of the Saphir stuff. Really haven't used much of it since Farm Sim 17 when I was playing on Xbox, but I needed stuff to be able to use inside of a silage silo. This was the way to go for sure. It's 4 meters, weighs 1.4 tons. Not too broad and crazy. I like this. Next new one for PC and Mac players is Fertilize Once. This provides a double application rate option for any fertilizer and enables it by default. It also removes the speed penalty that is otherwise applied during double application. This is super interesting. Now, with this working on anything, I don't think we're going to see anything there. So we're going to have to get ourselves one of these. Let's get ourselves a tractor. Head out in the field. So we're going to show this off on field 82, and you can see that there's nothing on it, no fertilizer. We have got, it says activate normal application rate. So this, as we mentioned, is by default. So if we roll through here, there you go. Fertilizer's going down, and I'm going to activate normal application rate here. And it still looks the same here. However, whenever we go into there, boom, there you go. So you've got all of that. You could just activate it whenever you need to, and then go through the whole field, and boom, you have fully fertilized the field, and you don't have to do it again. To be fair, it's kind of like when we had precision farming, where all you had to do was fertilize once, and it would put down as much as it needed. This is definitely great to see. I just wish it was for all platforms. Next to last new one for PC and Mac players is Dynamic Lowering. This mod allows the implement with which it is associated a dynamic lowering into the soil once lowered into the work phase. It's only compatible with 3 mods. This is an SMI modding team mod, and it's an SMI modding mods that are compatible. And lastly, we have Realistic Refueling. This slows down the gas stations to a flow rate of 135 liters per minute. This is an average value for truck fuel dispensers in Germany. Ooh, it's gonna take forever to fill up stuff. And that is it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, drop a like on it, get subscribed if you are new, and join the DjGoHam fam. Double check that notification bell. That way you never miss videos like this one in the future. If you missed Farm Sim News yesterday, definitely go check that out. We'll have another one for you tomorrow, so don't worry about that. And Let's Plays every single day. So good one, man. Hope you have an awesome day. We will see you later.